Hello there, Smithridge 4th and 5th graders. We're on to Purple Belt. Purple Belt. Well, this one, if you look at it on the initial, it doesn't look too bad. It's all notes that you've had before. There's no new notes here. But there are some strange things, especially in Cotton Eye Joe. First of all, you have not one staff, but two staves. Now, if you have more than one staff, you call them staves, S-T-A-V-E-S. If it's one staff, it's like a staff, like a shepherd's staff, S-T-A-F-F. But if you have two, if you have one and another one, two of them, then they're together, they're called staves. Anyway, a little bit of music knowledge for you. Also, we don't see any numbers where the time signature should be, but we see this funny symbol. It looks like a C with a vertical line going through it. Let me explain that to you. To do that, we have to back up a little bit. Long ago, when music was in its infancy, as far as the way we look at music now, the composers would write a letter C, and that was called common time. Common time. So if you saw a C in the time signature, that meant common time, and that common time we know as 4/4. 4 beats in the measure, and the quarter note equals the beat. So quarter note gets 1 beat. That's how we've learned music up until now. But then when we got to green belt, we learned about 6/8. So we had 6 beats in the measure, and the 8th note equals 1 beat. Well, now this one has a slash in the C. This is not common time, but now this is called cut time. Cut time. I'll write it up here. Cut time. So we're essentially slicing the common time in half. So half of 4 is 2. Half of 4 here is 2. So now this time signature, this cut time, literally means 2/2. So let's figure it out. The 2 means there are 2 beats in each measure. The 2 down here means that the half note is equal to 1 beat. I know. Up until now, we've always been taught that the half note equals 2, but not anymore. In this time signature, the half note is 1 beat, so that means quarter notes are each 1/2 of a beat. So you'll feel them like eighth notes. So everything is half, it feels like half the value. It really makes more sense when we do it. We just have to do it a few times and you'll get the idea. Excuse me. So that's the difference here. Also, we've got 2 staves. So this allows for a duet. If for some reason you have a sibling that can play, or you have somebody around, in normal times I would say you could play duets. One person could play the lower staff, one person could play the upper staff, and it's a duet. You can play it together with someone else. With the situation as it is now with our coronavirus, I don't know if I can recommend that, unfortunately. But it gives you 2 different things to practice. So you want to practice the top line, and when you get to here, you go to the top line right here, and you finish. And then you can go back and practice just the bottom staff. So you start here, you got the whole rest, and then you start and you go here, and you get to this point, then you go down, and you go here, go all the way to the end. Okay, so some counting of cut time. Let's start with this top staff. So we said half note is now 1 beat. Okay, so we'll just put the 1 there. There's only 2 beats in each measure. So we know now, because of that, these 2 notes are both on beat 2. So the first one is the number. The second one is and. Remember, like the 8th note, okay? So now quarter notes are going to feel like 8th notes. So it's 1, 2, and 1, 2. 1, 2, and 1. And then the half rest is beat 2. Let's go on. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 1, 2. 2 is silent because it's the half rest. Let's go to the second line, or the second staff. This is a whole rest. And wholes, like whole notes, are usually 4. But remember, everything is divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So it's 2 beats of silence. That's the only 2 beats in the measure. So it goes 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So once you get into it, it's actually pretty easy. It's just a different feel in music. Cut time is just a different feel. Usually when they do 4/4 music and they make it really fast, they change it to cut time because you don't want to conduct this in 4. You'd rather conduct it in 2 beats because it's so fast. Let's count and clap it together. We'll do the top. We'll do the top staff, and then we're going to pretend there's a repeat sign, and we're going to go to the bottom staff. Here we go. 1, 2, and ready and go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now let's finger and say the note names. 1, 2, and ready, go. B, 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 A, G, B, 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 D, rest. B, 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 A, G, E, D, E, G, G, rest, rest, rest. D, E, D, rest. D, E, G, rest. D, E, G, B, G, rest. Okay, now I will play it. Here we go. 1, 2, and ready and play. Okay, and there you go. There's Cotton Eye Joe in cut time. All right, now, last one. Old MacDonald. We all know it. This should be pretty easy. It is literally in 4/4 time, also known as, you learned something here today, guys. What's the other term that you can use for 4/4? It's up here. The C, or common time. So you could actually do this with the letter C written in place of the 4/4. They mean the same thing. Here we go. Let's count and clap it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, grab your instruments. Let's do fingering and saying the note names. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 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 D, E, E, D, B, B, A, G, D, G, 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 D, E, E, D, B, B, A, G, D, D, G, 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 D, D, G, 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 D, E, E, D, B, B, A, G. All right, music friends, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's play it together. Have some fun with it. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. And that's all we have for today. So, nice job on the purple belt. We'll see you next time and have a wonderful day. Stay safe and healthy. I miss you guys and we'll talk to you soon.